Merrick finally gets his chance to get vengeance against his former team, but is this really what he wants, though? Already up 10-0, the Hens offense has been rolling, and we trying to keep it going right here. First down again, and really Merrick has definitely been bracketed by this Delaware defense like I expected, because this defense has been pretty crazy. This is definitely the hardest team Fresno State has played all season long, but let's go ahead with a trip to the national championship on the line. The stakes have never been higher, both undefeated with the chance of the national championship on the line. I go ahead, scramble. They make me go ahead, evade the pocket. I go all the way to the Rose Bowl thing. I just go ahead, throw it to Osborne. That's incomplete. Third down right here. Fresno State desperately needs to stop us for a field goal right here. They do not want to go 17-0 to their hands right quick in this game. Let's go ahead. I'm going to make some adjustments. Let's see. Answer in the pocket. They leave Little John wide open, and Little John just going to run in for a let the band play at the Rose Bowl. 17-0 real quick. Fresno State is definitely in trouble to start this game off. The Hens have been roaring offensively, have not been stopped offensively, and I told y'all it was too much momentum coming from the Uniform Bowl smackdown, and now Fresno State and Merrick might pay the price for real. Let's see. I'm not going to play defense too early in this game because I'm going to go ahead and play it right now so y'all can get the full experience, because Merrick, this is a revenge game for him. He was able to get a field goal, so let's see if Merrick and them can stage a comeback in this game. I go ahead, play action, slant, throw it in between the zones. Actually, what a pass. That's definitely a risky-ass pass, but I was able to catch up and make the pass in between the linebackers. But right here, let's see. I'm going to go ahead back with the ground game. I told y'all we got the best running back room in the country. Little John goes ahead, picks up steam all the way to the 50. I told y'all the Hens, hey, we was hyped up for this matchup because, hey, as much as Merrick, he want to get back. We want to make a statement in our 6th national championship run. We're not to be fucked with whatsoever. I don't care if Merrick feels some type of way that we benched him and went with another quarterback. I didn't think he was tall enough to make a run, but he's definitely did something at Fresno State. But another strike from Ansa. Ansa goes ahead. I told y'all Merrick, he's a good quarterback, but his standards, if you want to be the starting quarterback in Delaware, and he was good enough to win it for us, to win us a national championship when True Blood was out. So we definitely got to be forever thankful for that. But definitely he wasn't going to be able to be good enough for us to go on a 6th national championship run with him. But Ansa, I think he was the answer for real, and we're going to go ahead and stick with our quarterback. But let's go ahead, run game again. We do the read option right here. Ansa goes ahead, picks up some more yards, another first down. And I might be right about my statement because the Hens are soaring right now, 17-3 right here. Let's go ahead, back to the running back. Little John goes ahead, picks up some more steam, might go ahead and go all the way to the touchdown. Goes all the way to the 2 right here. The Hens cannot be stopped. Fresno State has to hurry up and call a timeout. Shit is getting ugly in Pasadena right here. And it's crazy because there should be a lot more Fresno fans because Pasadena's right next to Fresno. But hold on. A spin move from Little John. Let the band play. This Rose Bowl might get a little ugly this time. The Hens, I know Merrick wanted revenge, but the Hens look like they're looking to make another statement in the Rose Bowl. The Hens cannot be stopped again. Little John has had an insane playoff run. It really Dukes. He's been pretty good in the playoff run too, but Little John out of nowhere has been a superstar. It's almost like we got 2 running backs, one's in the playoffs right now. Shit is getting real at the Rose Bowl. Nobody wants to bump heads with the Hens right now. The Hens are trying to make a statement, and really, if they're going into the national championship game right now, I pray for the winner of Tulane versus Oklahoma because shit might get real. But let's go ahead, Fresno State. We're going to see what Merrick could do offensively. Let's see if Merrick is actually serious about trying to do something against the Hens, because y'all know El Patron in the Hens, we came out grimy this game. I'm not going to lie. We definitely came out grimy, because I'm not going to lie. Merrick, he thought he was going to get a revenge opportunity in the Rose Bowl. And really, that's really saying a lot against this Hens defense. It's just been all world. They go ahead, make a check down. We go ahead, we going to make a tackle right here. The Hens been swarming defensively all game. Let's see if I could do that. They could do the same with me as the user. We want to go ahead, mix it up defensively, not give Merrick the same looks, because y'all know he used to play for us, so he probably know the playbook. He probably know the defensive playbook, so he's probably been going ahead. But this is a new defensive playbook. We get to the quarterback. That's Childers. I ain't gonna lie, the defensive tackles, these have been legendary defensive tackles for the Hens. Childers, Purvis. We really got so many players for the Hens that have just been super unstoppable as of recently. And again, we get to the quarterback again. You just moving the right guard out the way and making another play. That's his second for the game, and we only in the second quarter. The Hens right now are definitely harassing Merrick cannot get nothing going. Let's go ahead. Let's see what the Hens can keep going. This has been a dominant performance by the Hens. The Hens are definitely making a statement with this game. Merrick again in the pocket, goes ahead, makes a check down right here. They're going to have to punt the ball off again. This Hens defense, this reminds me of the Grimy Hens. Y'all remember that national championship we had with the Grimy Hens? The Grimy Hens, that's what it remind me of, because the Grimy Hens, we were like that defensively. This is probably definitely an even step over that. We might be extremely loaded and talented defensively this year. They go ahead, punting off the Battles. Can Battles make something happen in a return game? Goes ahead, picks up some yardage right there. We might even try to see if we can go ahead and get another touchdown right here. Let's go ahead. Answer in the Hens back on the offense. Go ahead, send in a pocket right here. Answer just goes ahead, rolls right. Goes ahead, picks up some more yardage. Easy slide right there. Easy first down right there. Answer in their heads right here. They're rolling. They're not going for none of this. Answer again making plays out of the pocket. The scrambling play ability. And really we taking too long to hurry up and get a play call right now. So I'm going to call a timeout. I was just going to do a run off the Lil John. But we might as well let it fly. We only got 25 seconds left in this dominant first half of the Rose Bowl. But let's see what the Hens going to do right here. Answer in the pocket again. He steps up right here. Just takes the check down. I got one more timeout. I don't call it. I think I'm going to just hurry up and try to get one more play off. We got to hurry up. I really want a touchdown right here. I really want to put this game away in the first half. There was a lot of storylines coming into this game. Merrick and the undefeated Fresno State Bulldogs, they had a chance to really knock us off our sixth national championship. They got a couple defensive players that are definitely stars for sure. 77, he's one of them for sure. Y'all saw how he just bull rushed 79. But let's go ahead. I think I need a couple more yardage if I want to go ahead and get a field goal off. So we go ahead, check down right here. Hurry up, get down on the ground. He's not going to be able to get down on the ground in time. So the score is just going to stay the same, but that's okay. 24-3. It's been a dominant first half from the Hens. We're very proud of the Hens, how they came out. There was a lot of storylines, a lot of people saying the Merrick and the undefeated Bulldogs could knock us off and that Merrick could finally get his revenge. But, you know, the Hens, we had something else to say about that shit. We definitely, the homecoming records has definitely been a disaster homecoming for Merrick and the Fresno State offense. And really, it's going to be more of that in the second half because I'm going to be playing more defensive reps because Merrick wasn't able to do nothing in that one time he had us and we were playing defense against them. But they go ahead. We're going to go ahead and go into the second half. I'm hyped. Rose Bowl game. Y'all know we trying to punch our ticket to our sixth national championship game. We play the winner of Tulane versus Oklahoma. Right now, Tulane's up by a touchdown. So we might be able to see live results from that too if we go ahead and finish the job right here. We get the ball coming out at halftime. We're going to go ahead and try to get a touchdown to finish this game off. We got too much momentum. I don't see this offense being stopped. Again, Answer in the pocket. I'm looking. I go ahead for the deep shot right here. The Battles. He's one of the fastest receivers in college football. Goes all the way to the 20 right here, all the way to the red zone. We back in the red zone. The Bulldogs are definitely in trouble. Another first down for the Hens. We came out swinging. I told y'all Answer is having a career game all of a sudden. He must have that true blood effect because he was kind of mid during the regular season, but during the playoffs, he's blossomed into another player, having an amazing day at the office for sure. Definitely a better day than Merrick is having against this Delaware defense. But right now, we got to go ahead, get another touchdown, put the dagger in Fresno State right here. Answer in the pocket. I'm looking really the running back could have been open, but I took my time. I go ahead. He all the way at the Rose Bowl. This nigga is definitely fast as hell for him to be able to do that and still be able to throw the ball away. But 3rd and 13 right here. Let's see. I'm going to go ahead. Deuce is a little bit injured, a little bit sting, but we're going to go ahead and put him back in the game. Looking in the pocket. Comeback route king. The Battles. An easy first down completion. The Delaware offense would not. There's been no answers for the Delaware offense. Every time they get the ball, even in a 3rd down situation like that, they've been capitalizing. Deuce goes ahead and picks up some more yardage right here. Deuce hasn't been able to get off the way he wanted to, but it doesn't matter because we got Little John in there. Go ahead and put Little John back in the game. Let's go ahead. I'm going. Go ahead, ID the mic. Go ahead, give a runoff right here. Another handoff. Let the band play Hens. It's just been an absolute disadvantage for the Bulldogs. The run game, the pass game, everything's been working for the Blue Hens right now. This game has been put to sleep. This has been a homecoming wrecking game. Really, the spread for this was probably close because we both undefeated. They thought that Fresno State was going to have more of a chance than this. This has been absolutely the most blowout Rose Bowl game we done had for sure, because this is probably the most blowout Rose Bowl game since Ohio State and Oregon. This shit has been dead silent for the Fresno State fans, and it's probably a lot of them because they're right next to Pasadena. So this is damn near a home game for them. Delaware, all the Delaware fans, they got to go all the way cross country to even come to a game like this, and it's been crazy. Been an absolute silencing of the Fresno State fans. And for Delaware, they really playing for keeps, and they really playing for keeps for their sixth national championship. I feel the energy in the air. We won our sixth national championship. The Hens is swarming. Turpin is there this time. And I ain't gonna lie, the Hens defense, really, Merrick must have said some shit when he left, because the Hens defense is very dialed in right now on Merrick. They're not letting Merrick get off whatsoever. They go ahead, play action. Merrick in the pocket again, just takes a check down, 3rd and 5, and it looks like they're not even trying to get extra yardage. He just takes a secure catch right there. But 3rd and 5 right here, I'm going to play man on the running back, make sure he don't get out the backfield, or I might have an extra defender in the secondary. They do a play action again. Either this time they go ahead and find an easy check down, 88. The tight end picks up a couple yardage. And I ain't gonna lie, if you got a good tight end, Delaware cannot guard them, because that has definitely been our kryptonite. But them tight ends, James Madison's tight end was able to get off on us. Really, every tight end somehow gets off on us. But they go ahead, read option right here, the Merrick right there. I ain't gonna lie, that's Briscoe. Briscoe was just waiting for him to do that goofy shit. And really, I think a lot of the Hens fans, the Hens defensive players, they was ready to play this game for sure. The way they playing, how grimy the Hens defense is playing, they was definitely hyped up. They definitely heard that Merrick winning revenge against this defense. But this is a top-rated defense in the country. They go ahead, check down right here. That might be another. Oh, what a spin move from, I forgot the wide receiver one's name for them, but Murphy, that's his name. He's been a monster. He really was a monster. Spoiler alert. He really was a monster in the cinematic finales, the OG cinematic finales, but I'm not going to be able to show that. I still might get y'all the OG cinematic finales championship game. But wait a second. They try to do the read option again. I don't know why they still persistent on doing this read option against this Hens defense. We're dialed in right now. I don't know what Merrick said to the Hens defense, but they're definitely dialed in. They're not giving up nothing. Only 3 points for almost Heisman winning quarterback. It's been insane. They do the read option again. Who is this play caller? Who is this play caller again? 3 read options on one drive right here. Y'all had some momentum. Now y'all trying to squander it for sure, because I don't know who the hell, what the Pee Wee defense y'all think we is, but we not going for 3 read options. They done got no yardage from every read option. They done did play action again. We get to the quarterback again. This time it's Bullet paying the favor to Merrick, and I ain't gonna lie, they used to be former teammates, and they must have been saying something to this Hens defense, because they are riled up. Merrick must have made some comments in the press, because this shit is getting ridiculous. Bullet again gets to the quarterback. He's just one of the many Hens to get to the quarterback in this game. Briscoe been able to live in the backfield, and they're going to just settle for a field goal right here. Just settle for 3. They needed a touchdown right there if they wanted to even make this game even respectable. But they go ahead and make the field goal right here. Bulldogs get on the board. Let the band play Bulldogs. Let the band play Fresno State. But let's go ahead. They're going to kick the ball right back all to us. Delaware, we trying to go ahead, finish this game, and make a 6th national championship appearance. And we're not just trying to make an appearance. We're trying to go ahead and take the 6th national championship for ours. I told y'all, the prophecy must be fulfilled. I'm a man of my word, and we're going to get it done right here. But let's go ahead. We get the ball back right here. Let's see if Ansa and the Hen offense can keep going on how crazy they were in the last game. We're going to show y'all how to do a real read option. Fresno State, that's a real read option. Pick up some actual yardage right there. Ansa and his Hens offense is just having their way. And really, Fresno State, they got some superstar players in the defense, but they're not a sound defensive program like the Hens, and that's a dime. Ansa hasn't been able to impress me all the time during the regular season with his passing ability, but that's a dime right there. We got to give credit where credit is due. But let's go ahead. Read option again. Ansa just following his blockers, picks up a couple yards. But let's go ahead. I want to go ahead and just wrap up this game. I want another touchdown right here. They pressing again. I might let it fly. Let's go ahead. Yep, they pressing again. Throw it to Battles right here. He got to be able to catch up to it. Hold on. I thought nobody was going to be able to catch up to him. 1st and goal again. Another 1st down for the Hens. This has been a yardage pickup. It's really been an offensive masterclass for the Hens wide receivers. Really, the running backs haven't even had to get off too much because it's been an aerial attack for the Hens. Absolutely really taking care of the weakness of the Fresno State defense. They got a decent linebacker. They really got an All-American defensive tackle. But hold on, outside route right here. That's too easy. The route making of Haggins goes ahead, gets a touchdown for them. Let the band play his. Go ahead, get the Bulldogs up out of here. We winning our 6th national championship. I told y'all I'm a man of my word. So if I said I'm going to give the Hens 6 national championships, I'm going to do it for sure. And now this is on our road. Y'all see it's coming into fruition. We got one more game, the national championship game, either against Tulane or Oklahoma. If it's Tulane, that's going to be the craziest game of the year. That's going to be the game of the century. Y'all know that. That's definitely going to be the game of the century. 2 dynasties collide. Like, that shit is super crazy. That's an insane storyline. And then once I'm done with all of that, I'll give y'all the Tulane files. They road to even make it here, but let's go ahead. I'm going to kick it off right here. But I'm not going to lie, even Delaware and Oklahoma would have been a crazy storyline, because if you watch the cinematic endings, y'all know how big of a threat Oklahoma was. They was one of our arch nemesis in the cinematic endings, not to Delaware, but Delaware has played Oklahoma a couple times. They played them one time, I think, and then we won, so Oklahoma would be able to get back. But 84 goes ahead, spin move right here, picks up 9. Really, let's see. I'm really just interested to see how Merricks and them respond, because they definitely got harassed to even start this game off. The Hens been swarming everywhere. They've been harassed the whole game. Merricks has not really had a decent pocket, and really they go ahead. Running back goes ahead, gets a first down right here. They're going to keep this drive going. They still trying to show a little bit of fight, a little bit of decency in this game, but it's all about over. Unless Merricks does the unthinkable, the impossible, he's not going to be getting revenge against these Hens. And really, he might be proving my point of benching him, of sending him to the transfer portal, right? But that's a good run by Merricks. We got to give credit where credit's due. That's a good run by Merricks. And really, I don't think he would be bad on this team, because he definitely done developed a lot more for sure. He definitely would have been battling it out with Ansa, but really with this team that he has, he's not going to be able to compete with the Hens. Like, they got a good amount of playmakers, but they're just not as of a powerhouse as the Hens. They just kind of just got on the scene. But let's go ahead. 1st and 10. Nice pass on the outside from Merricks. But let's go ahead, see if he can go ahead and put together a drive. They go ahead back to the ground game. 27 picks up a couple yards. I would like to see Merricks get a touchdown, though, because he did win us a national championship. I'm not going to lie. You can say whatever you want about Merricks, but when True Blood went down, Merricks won us a national championship, so he'll always be a Hen legend for that. But the Hens have not let his decision to leave the transfer portal go, because bullets get into the quarterback this time, and they making him pay. It's like they got a vendetta against him or something. I don't know what the hell Merricks said in the press. I don't know what he was talking about whenever he left the Hens, but the Hens are trying to definitely make him pay. Bullet and everybody's there. I thought this would have been a more closely contested game. Murphy, he's really been getting off all of a sudden. Murphy picks up a couple more yards. That's their best receiver. He's been averaging a good amount of yards, 113 yards as a freshman. He's definitely got star potential written all over him. If they get a couple more receivers, and really they got to get better in the trenches if they want to compete with a team like us next year. They go ahead, 27 picks up a couple yards. They got decent playmakers, but they got to get better in the trenches if they want to compete for a national championship for sure. Because the trenches that they got might work for the Pac-12, but we not the Pac-12. We've been a powerhouse conference for a minute, the ACC, but they was able to beat Miami, but we definitely not Miami. We the Hens. If you want to go ahead and win a championship, y'all got to have a better trenches than that. But look, Briscoe, really a trench player to the right edge, gets an interception on Merricks, and that's going to do it. That's how we going to close out the third quarter. It's been a humiliating game for Merricks, and the Hens defense have been capitalizing. I can't even say it's been a humiliating game for them, because the Hens defense is not giving him nothing whatsoever. They go ahead, shut down on that. That's a right edge sitting in the flats, getting the interception. Merricks is panicking out there. Merricks was not ready for this homecoming. I've never seen nobody spiral in a homecoming like this. The only time I've ever seen some shit like that where somebody was spiraling in a homecoming was when Mensah, he betrayed Tulane, came back to Tulane and got field rushed on him. They field rushed on him, literally. That shit was crazy. He got field rushed. He was spiraling, throwing hella interception, just like Merricks is doing. But Haggins picks up a couple more yards. We gonna go ahead and try to put up a 40 ball on the scoreboard right now. They doing too much messing up on that other sideline, and we gonna go ahead and capitalize it. Deep shot right here to Haggins. This gotta be a crib call. Let the band play Hens. Go ahead and put this game to rest. We going to the national championship game. We're going to go ahead and get our 6th national championship appearance. This has been an absolute blowout. Maybe a lot of people coming into this game probably thought this would have been a closely contested affair, but it's been just 2 different teams. We on 2 different levels, and really they shouldn't have been on the field with us today. I'm not going to lie, because with this absolute smacking, that they don't deserve to be on the field with us. Hens are definitely on another level, and I don't even know if anybody could stop the Hens for sure. I think we're destined to get our 6th national championship. I think we're destined to fulfill the prophecy. We go ahead, kick the extra point right here, and that's going to be going to do it. Really, that interception from Briscoe was just really the candle on the cake, damn near. Not even the icing on the cake. It was the candle on the cake. With really the cherry on top, because this is about over. We didn't even need that interception, but that interception was the epitome of what this game was. It was a statement interception, and we're going to go ahead and still get to the quarterback. Oh, damn, they going to put Merrick on the bench. That's crazy. Merrick is on the bench right here, number 7, a freshman. He's going to go ahead and get his first starts in a Rose Bowl game. I know he's happy, but I know he didn't think this is how his first start was going to go, getting blown out by 40. In the Rose Bowl is the reason that you actually get some minutes or some reps. But an opportunity is an opportunity nonetheless. Let's see what number 7 got. Let's see if he can try to go ahead and replace Merrick. He does a wide receiver screen right here. They pick up a couple yards. Let's see if they open up the offense for him. And really, Oklahoma and Tulane are in a dogfight. Definitely not the same as this game whatsoever. And that game will be broadcasted when I drop the Tulane file, so don't worry about it, y'all. Get to see how crazy of a game that game was. But they go ahead, check down right here, nothing. Delaware is giving them absolutely nothing right now. They're not getting no yardage, nothing. We're not settling for anything. Nothing's free. I know that's been my campaign. That's been my slogan. Nothing's free. We're going to go ahead. We don't want them to get anything right here. A read option right here, that gets blown up. Go ahead, kick the ball right off, and now we injuring wide receivers. This is getting absolutely brutal at the Rose Bowl. I feel bad for any Fresno State fans in attendance. This has been a historic year for them, too. They've never been undefeated, made it to the playoffs like this, and just for them to get a revenge matchup against the Hens and get blown out like this, nobody really saw this. I thought this game was even going to be more contested. I was really kind of intrigued by the storyline of Merrick trying to get revenge, but we could go ahead, sub out all the starters. Nobody needs to play right here. We getting ready for a national championship game. I don't want nobody injured for the national championship game, but Haggins is getting off right here. We might keep him in the game because really, even though he's been a wide receiver too, he really deserves to be a wide receiver 1. He's a dog, definitely a dog. And we gonna hold on. If they press it, we gonna go ahead, feed the dogs. Let's see, sitting in the pocket right here. Let's see if Haggins can go ahead. That's not Haggins. That's Dallas. Is that Dallas? I think that's Dallas. Dallas goes ahead, picks up a first down right here. We done subbed out everybody, and now Dallas, the wide receiver 4, is out here getting reps. He's out here getting catches in this game. I think we still got Haggins out there. We're going to go ahead and get a handoff to Lil John. Lil John doesn't really do anything, but Lil John really is the one that started off the scoring, really started off this massacre at the Rose Bowl. He really is the one that started off this touchdown, but they go ahead, Neighbors spins off. It really started off the touchdown, the snowball effect. But right now, 3rd and 15. Let's see if Miranda. Y'all know Miranda, even though I did talk crazy about Miranda, he did have that touchdown pass against Florida State. So I can't really talk too crazy about him. Hold on, and he throwing darts right here. That's a touchdown. The Dallas wide receiver 4 gets a touchdown right there. Even though wide receiver 4s are getting off on Fresno State secondary, this is ridiculous. Get them off the field with us. They don't belong on the same field with us ever again. I would give them a rematch, but this is getting ridiculous. 52-6 with a national championship appearance. Y'all letting our wide receiver 4 and our backup quarterback get off on y'all main secondary is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. Merrick, he's damn near off the field. They don't want Merrick to get another snap. They might rule it. Yeah, that might actually be down at the 1. So that might not actually be a touchdown. I don't know if they'll give it to us. If they do give it to us, that's great, but I don't think that's a touchdown. But this is getting embarrassing as hell at the Rose Bowl. This is the biggest blowout in Rose Bowl history. I think I got to do my research, but I ain't never seen no Rose Bowl blowout like this. This shit is crazy. I ain't never seen. Hold on, they gonna give us the touchdown too. Dallas, wide receiver 4. I'm glad they gave us the touchdown. The wide receiver 4, Dallas, he probably gonna be starting next year because a lot of these Hens receivers are definitely going to the draft, but they gonna give us the touchdown, and we gonna go ahead and finish this game off. I'm not gonna lie. This game has got really out of hand. This game has got really out of control. Literally, look at the Fresno State fans. They on mute. They don't even know what to say. This shit is ridiculous. 52-6 and a chance to go to the first ever national championship game of your program history, y'all get blown out 52-6. I don't know if they'll be able to recover even next year. I'm not gonna lie, they still gonna have a good season next year, I'm pretty sure, because Merrick, he's coming back for his senior year, so really they should have a loaded roster. And you know Murphy, he's definitely gonna improve. He's a freshman right here, so they got some pieces. If they can make something happen in the transfer portal defensively and in the trenches, they will be okay. But this is a historic dominant Delaware team. I'm not gonna lie. This was a reality check for the Bulldogs program, because they've been able to get past a lot of people. I think they even got past Penn State, but they was able to go ahead. They sitting in the pocket right here. They go ahead, want the check down to the tight end. He goes ahead, meets his match. Really, these linebackers are developing for the Hens rapidly, and they gonna go ahead and want to finish this game off in fashion. With the backup quarterback, I don't think Fresno State could go ahead and go the whole 70 yards to get a touchdown. They go ahead. We in the backfield. We living in the backfield again. Nothing's free. Nothing's free. That's been the momentum. That's been the statement. That's been the slogan. Everything. It's been all that. That's the slogan. Nothing's free. Even though we up 52-6, we still gonna go ahead and dominate. They sitting in the pocket again. The backup quarterback. They get a flag. He almost got home. He's scared for his life back there. We go ahead, make a tackle. Let's see what the flag is on. It's gonna be on Fresno State. I'm definitely gonna accept that. Back them up some more. I'm not giving them no points for real. We gonna show them how much of a statement victory this is. When y'all want to bump heads with the Hens, y'all gotta know y'all gotta come correct. Cause Fresno State, they wanted to bump heads with the Hens. They even got our backup quarterback. He definitely didn't develop for them, been a Heisman candidate, but it's different when you gotta play the Hens, and it's different when you gotta play in a homecoming game against the Hens. They do a screen right there, a wide receiver screen or a pop pass, that goes nothing right there. Jamie Childers, he could go ahead and be substituted the rest of this game, because we need the duo of Childers and Pervers in the national championship game. Definitely two of the best defensive tackles in the country. Could really go to the draft after this year if they wanted to. Like, this is really, even though we lost a lot of linebackers and lost some people in the secondary, this is probably actually one of our best secondaries, but we did lose some people in the linebacker room from last year. But they've been developing. I'm not gonna lie. Like the Byler doppelganger and I forgot his name, Purcell. The Purcell, I think number 13, he's definitely been developing. They go ahead. They won it all right here. That should have been intercepted. That's not going to be intercepted, but it's broken away, and we're going to get the ball back again. Let's see if we get another touchdown to really put a statement on this game, make it 59-6. Really, I want a 60 ball, but I don't know if we're going to be able to get a 60 ball in the Rose Bowl unless we go for two. I might try that. We might try to go for two, try to get a 60 ball, make it more historic in the Rose Bowl, make Ansa's day even more historic. But Ansa, he's not going to be out there. Miranda's going to be taking the snaps. We don't want to risk any injury to Ansa. But Neighbors, he's still out there. He wants to go ahead and get some reps. Goes ahead, jet touch pass. Hold on. Makes a cut right here. Can he take it all the way? Neighbors, looks like he's not going to be stopped. Let the band play Hens. That's a statement right here, Neighbors. I didn't even think he was in the game, but he goes ahead. It's his turn to get a touchdown. Let the band play Hens. I told y'all, when you want to bump heads with the Hens, you better come correct. Hey, Fresno State, they wanted to bump heads with the Hens, and they didn't come correct. I really could have been petty. I really could have went for the 2 points, but we just going to take the classy route and just take the extra point, because I don't want to be too petty, but I definitely wanted to hit 60 or get over the 60 threshold. But I'm going to kick it back off to Fresno State. They not getting the touchdown here. I told y'all nothing's free. But the Neighbors, he knew what time it is. He knew it was his time to get a touchdown. That's why he was still out there. And even on the kick return, they're swarming. This got me up out of my chair. Commentating, because even on the kick return, they swarming. And really, Fresno State has had no answers for nothing. Y'all can't say I don't play defense, because I played defense the whole second half. They just had no answers for nothing. Really didn't stop everything. And Stein, and I ain't gonna lie, here's a spoiler right here. Stein actually gets a game buzzer beating, crazy win against Texas Tech in Lubbock. But when Merrick went down as a backup, but that was the OG cinematic finales that I'm not going to be able to speak on, because we got to get to the College Football 27 content. But I had to give y'all that little spoiler, that Easter egg. But they go ahead. Stein goes ahead, for the deep shot right here, and that's incomplete. They going to kick the ball back all to us. And if we do get a touchdown right here, I'm either going for two, or I'm definitely not kicking the extra point. I don't want that number to appear. But let's go ahead. I'm going to just go ahead, kick return right here, punt return. Let's go ahead. Dallas picks up some yardage right here. Yeah, so yeah, definitely, I'm definitely going for two if we do get a touchdown right here. But let's go ahead. We're going to try to get a touchdown. We got Miranda back out there. Let's go ahead and see Neighbors. He's just trying to pick up some more yardage. He's really trying to stat pad the rest of this game. Little John picks up some more yards. He really hasn't had to do too much after his touchdown. He had a couple touchdowns. But let's go ahead. 2nd and 4 right here. Let's see whose turn it is to get a touchdown. Even though wide receiver 4 has gotten a touchdown. We send in the pocket right here. We try to go to Haggins. Let's see if he can make a play, and he's not going to be able to make a play. 3rd and 4. Let's see. Really, Miranda has as many yardage as Merricks has had the whole game. That's an insane stat right here because Miranda, y'all know he's probably only been in for like 2 drives. That's actually insane. Merricks was in the whole game. Hold on. Easy route right there, and he caught it. He really could have caught up. He really could have just kept catching and running. That should have been a touchdown for real. But Haggins picks up some more yards. Haggins, he's really been wide receiver 1, even though he's been wide receiver 2. Really, everybody's a wide receiver 1 on here. I'm not going to lie. Everybody's damn near wide receiver 1. Even Neighbors is wide receiver 1 on this head is a wide receiving core. But let's go ahead. 2nd and 8 right here. Let's see if Miranda can get a touchdown. His own touchdown goes ahead for the outside route and is picked off. 24 picks him off, and that's going to do it. So we're not going to have to worry about that number anyway. But let's go ahead. We still going to finish the job right here on defense. Let's see what Stein could do. He's really, I ain't going to lie, he has no badges in this game right here. In this current season, he has no badges. Next season, he's kind of a decent backup. But that doesn't matter. Get to the quarterback again. Bullet gets to the quarterback again. They hyped up in Newark right now. They know a 6th national championship is inevitable right now. I don't care who we face. Tulane and Oklahoma, they in dogfights. We done had nothing but blowouts coming into the national championship game, and we get to the quarterback again. 11 seconds right here to cap off a dominant Delaware win. Where is Stein throwing the ball to? He's seeing ghosts. Stein is seeing ghosts. He's absolutely seeing ghosts right now. The Hens defense got everybody scared. I don't think nobody's trying to go against this defense. Legendary defense right now for the Hens. Stein sitting in the pocket. Last play of the game. Just goes ahead, throws up a floater. Can we get an interception to cap it off? We're going to get an interception to cap it off. Quails, the leader of the defense, goes ahead and gets an interception, and that's going to do it. Absolute blowout in the Rose Bowl. 6th national championship appearance for the Hens. It looks like almost inevitably that we're going to get a national championship. I don't care who we play. I hope we play Tulane because the Delaware versus Tulane game will be the game of the year. Tulane's also undefeated, but it doesn't matter who we play. I'm very confident in our chances of winning the national championship. We had Merricks and the Bulldogs extremely bracketed. They had nothing. They didn't know what to do. An undefeated team like that getting bracketed is definitely bad signs because it shows how crazy this Hens team is because that team was undefeated and we made them look like a D2 football program. This is insane. Ansa had the game of his life. Really, everybody had the game of their life. I don't know what Merrick and the Bulldogs said in the press. I don't know if they was talking shit in the press, but all that shit got addressed. All disrespect was addressed, and we actually meant it. But let's go ahead. I told y'all we was having a legendary moments again, the Rose Bowl against this team. And let's go ahead, another Rose Bowl trophy, something else to add to the hardware. We got so much hardware in Newark, Delaware, and we won our 6th national championship. That's going to be the final piece of my Delaware hardware. Let's go.